Hi, everybody. Welcome to the week. It's week 2, and I want to give you an overview of what we're going to be talking about and get you ready for a really great week talking about these topics and engaging with each other. So first, I'm going to give you an overview of what this week's about. I'll remind you of the assignments due this week, and then we'll talk about just any housekeeping if we have any and some upcoming assignments. So with that, I'm going to stop the share for a minute and let you know that this week we're going to be talking about advisor relationships and cohort relationships. Now, I have read the chapter in the dissertation journey and a couple of articles that I put up as well, and you'll be reading those 3 pieces plus watching the video with Dr. Sybil Wyatt on developing cohort relationships and advisor relationships. And there are a few things I want you to think about. The first is that as you're reading, right now you've been assigned a doctoral advisor, and that person will be your advisor for at least the first year, and they may continue to be your advisor throughout the whole program through your dissertation. That's fine. It may be that as you refine and develop your dissertation topic, you decide that when you get closer to writing your dissertation that you want a different doctoral dissertation advisor, and maybe Dr. Maharai will move to being a committee member and you'll ask someone else to be your doctoral advisor chair. That's something you'll have a conversation with Dr. Maharai about, and that'll be fine. Our goal is that at least initially you have the higher ed program advisors set up and ready to advise you and get you going in the program, and then we may broaden the advising for dissertation chairs as topics and methodologies and research interests and connections align. And as you read the chapter, you'll see a lot goes into deciding who your dissertation chair should be, but I also want you to remember that your dissertation chair is not the only person giving you feedback on your dissertation, not the only person giving you feedback on the doctoral experience. As you're getting to know the different instructors in the program and in other programs, you may be interested in having those folks sit on your committee and be giving you feedback and mentoring you. And certainly those people are people that can be involved in your doctoral experience. And so be thinking about that as you read as well. And as you're thinking about cohort relationships and establishing cohort norms, think about what it is you're looking for to get out of this program. What are the expectations that you have to develop good relationships among your cohort? What are the hopes that you have to make sure that the experiences in class are equitable, that people can feel safe and trust each other? What are the experiences that you want to have in small groups that may form? And then personally, what kind of small group relationships do you want to have? I know for me that even though we had a cohort of 18 students in my doctoral program, by the time we got to our dissertations, there were 3 or 4 of us that had become good friends and had similar writing and working styles, and we formed a small dissertation writing group. We met once a month and we talked about our writing progress, we gave each other feedback on writing, and that really helped us move forward through the dissertation process, and all 4 of us ended up completing our doctorates, which I think was a big deal. The last thing I want to mention is that in the reading, in the textbook, they talk a little bit about hiring outside help for your dissertation. When you get further along into the program and into the dissertation process, we'll talk about what the EOPF policy is for hiring outside help. And we do have some rules about who you can and can't hire and who is and isn't allowed to be a part of that dissertation feedback process. You certainly are allowed to hire people to help you consult on statistics and even to do some light editing on your dissertation. But we discourage people from hiring dissertation support companies. You'll be getting some emails, I'm sure, from people who, from companies who say, we can help you write your dissertation, and we're going to really discourage you from doing that. And we'll talk more about that when we get closer to the end of the program. If you have any questions, be sure and let me know. So a couple more things as we move into the rest of the week. Assignments due this week. We have a discussion board on establishing the norms for this particular cohort. Your initial posts are doing the discussion board on Thursday, 6/18, and you'll see the instructions of what I want you to write about there. And then I want you to be discussing with each other sometime before Sunday, 6/21. Do you have to respond to everyone? No. Please make sure you're replying to a couple of people at least. Remember, the goal is to be in a discussion just like we were in class. So you wouldn't necessarily respond to everyone in class, but engage with each other as best you can in that format. And then last, you're going to complete the mentor worksheet, which is located in Canvas. I want you to send me an email with a short reflection on your expectations for your advising relationship after you complete the worksheets that are in that PDF, and talk to me about how that exercise went for you. You do not have to send me the mentor worksheet itself. That is for you and for your advisor to work through together, or to look at together, and to help you think about the relationship that you want to have with them. I would also encourage you to set up a meeting, and like you to set up a meeting with your advisor that could take place in the next couple of weeks. It may be the end of the summer if your advisor isn't available over the summer to do advising meetings, to go over the worksheet as well as your expectations. If your advisor is not available over the summer for advising meetings, don't fret. Just remember that when the time comes to be writing your dissertation, your advisor will be available to give you feedback, but that many of us aren't working over the summer. We aren't paid to teach and advise over the summer, and so there are some faculty who are less responsive over email over the summer. Finally, in terms of housekeeping, next week our topic will be imposter syndrome and how to overcome the fear that you're not good enough or capable enough, or that you are not even going to make it through. You'll also be finishing your library research project, posting your findings to the discussion board in the middle of that week, and completing a partner chat on the topic of imposter syndrome. I hope you have a great week. I'm looking forward to participating in your chats and hearing about how the mentor expectations came along for you.